mean, a lot of the work in this show is about wonder and the desire to connect, and really the impossibility of ever being able to fully understand another being. I think a lot of my work is a communication attempt, and a lot of those communications are failures, but I think there's something kind of interesting or beautiful about those failures and the spaces between us as we try to reach each other. This painting is called Dreams of an Orange Fruit Dove, and I wanted to create a painting of a bird that was not from the perspective of a human, but from the perspective of the bird. So what does it feel like to be this really small feather-covered body in a dark forest? How vulnerable would that feel? What does it feel like to migrate across oceans? What does it feel like to be so small? What does a bird dream about? What does a bird fear? And I was really thinking about the expansiveness of this sensory world too. A bird and other small creatures have lives that are just as complex and rich as our own. So I wanted to kind of also make a really, really big painting of the sensory world of this small creature. So, I am also really interested in the word Umwelt. So Umwelt means environment in German, but in the context of ecology, it means the sensory world of a being. So I like thinking about how the Umwelt of a bird might intersect with the Umwelt of a person, and what that might look like when kind of the edges of our Umwelts kind of meet each other. What color is it? What texture is it? And as I'm trying to understand this bird's inner life, I feel like our Umwelts are meeting. That's a kind of communication attempt. I'm also using the format of graphic novels and comics to make this work. I think that the format allowed me to play with time in different ways, since different beings experience time in different ways, and I wanted the viewer to kind of slow down or speed up in different places. And I also felt like it allowed me to create this like narrative, you read from left to right, and it also suggests an endlessness. So, the story of this bird that I'm telling here, or trying to tell, is obviously much bigger and more expansive than we can ever imagine. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing in this piece.